So this is a second video on the Hot Toys figure of the Joker from the movie Joker from 2019. And this time I'm going to be showing everything, and I'm yet again going to be holding my camera because this diorama is so big. It's supposed to represent the set from the Murray Franklin show. It was played by Robert De Niro. So he could sit in the chair. I think this is a beautiful figure. The sculpting, the tailoring on the costume, absolutely fantastic. And then so what I can do is okay, so the way this works is I had to assemble this whole thing. Some of the instructions didn't seem correct. Like, for instance, it says you can twist this piece, and I couldn't. And so but I managed to get it all together, even though I don't know that the instructions were correct. This piece on here just kind of sits on here, and so you can I might just disassemble this and keep it in a box because it is so huge. But I mean, it's pretty neat. The seat here is all plastic. It's not like soft. But I'm going to turn it on, and the way and now it doesn't want to work. Okay, hold on a second. There we go. Okay, so we have the lights up there and the applause sign, and basically it uses like a phone port that you could plug in. And so I have a small little power box here, and it's plugged in up there. I charged it up. If you had like a wall socket that takes a USB, you could do that too. So I mean, it's pretty neat, and looks like kind of like a television show set, but we don't have a Murray Franklin figure. So anyway, I have the instructions here, and it kind of goes through various things in here. For instance, you can remove the back of his head. It's held in by magnets, and use this piece to move his eyes around. Showing the level of articulation. Everything's in Japanese. I mean, not everything. I'm sorry. A lot of it's in Japanese. Interchangeable hands. Okay, so the way, this is really weird. I've never seen this before. Rather than having the joint at the wrist, and it's not a joint, but it goes in at the forearm level, and so it shows it kind of unsnapping his sleeve there. I couldn't get it to work, so I'm sure if I put a little more effort in, it would work. But I don't really like the way this was handled. I guess it's so that he doesn't have a seam. He doesn't have a visible joint in his wrist. It does take away the wrist articulation. For the most part, the articulation on this figure is very nice, but yeah, you don't have any wrist articulation because it just snaps in the forearm. So kind of interesting there. As to his extras, he's got a pistol, which was what he used to shoot Murray Franklin. So that snaps in. And we have, of course, a pistol holding hand. He's got a cigarette. I don't know where the cigarette. So I don't know what this is supposed to be. Like a notebook. He brought his joke book, but I don't think it looked like that. So here it is. I may have to watch the film again and see if that's what it looked like, but I don't think so. Maybe it did. But the cigarette, I don't know where the cigarette is. I also have this thing, and I don't know what this is. It's got little round pieces in here. I didn't open it up because I didn't really feel like it. But I don't know what this is. But unless there's a cigarette stuck inside there, it's a cigarette case. But I don't know what these little colorful pieces are. And then when he has his mask, so he could put his mask on, and it's got a rubber band back there, so it will hold on. It will stay on his face. And it shows how to assemble the stage. So, like I said, not everything worked. I mean, okay, so you can either have the seat there, or you can use this here to just hold him up, so he's just standing. So he could sit in the seat. The problem I've had with putting figures in chairs is that after a while it can create a permanent crease in the fabric. Probably could iron it out, but I kind of try to avoid that. I did that with my William Shatner figure, where he was sitting in his chair, his captain's chair, and then after a while it created a crease that wouldn't come out. So overall, if you have a lot of space, it's pretty cool to create that. I would have been perfectly fine if it were just the figure and not all of this stuff. I mean, this stuff's kind of cool, other than the fact that I'm not sure I love how they handled the hand replacement. But overall, it is a absolutely spectacular figure. Really, 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 really nice. The hair, the colors, the costume, everything. So that is the Joker from 2019, and this is by Hot Toys, and these are the extras that come with it.